What's up, guys? It's Alex.
It's Quinn.
And we're here with our friend Matthewvhaynes. We're on Iconic Comics. We're going to do a spoiler review of Thor Ragnarok. Let's spoil this movie.
This is
Miyagi style.
The universal sign for I'm going to spoil this for you.
Okay.
Who wants to start?
Oh, man, I don't know where to start.
The action sequence in the beginning with...
Yep.
Dude, that was sick. Oh, my God. That was a great intro to that movie just because, like, we know Thor is a badass. We know it. Yeah. But we haven't really seen it. And then when he just started to wreck shop and when it was twirling with, like...
And the immigrant song's playing. Oh, my God.
Dude.
And, you know, what this movie, I think, did really well is the same thing that Winter Soldier did well, which is, you know, it stepped up the action level.
Yeah.
Because up to Avengers, and Avengers had a lot of action, it was like... Okay, but where's, like, the really slick action? And then Winter Soldier, you got that with all the martial arts and stuff. This was Thor's version of that, and we really saw him put the hammer down.
You had him like, jumping up on the side of the bricks and everything, just, like, flying all over the place. He just defeated Surtur like nothing. Took off his helmet. I just like how you was playing games with him in the beginning, just like, wait, I'm coming back around. Okay, you were saying about destroying...
Reminds me when in Thor the Dark World where this towering dude comes up and boom, and then...
That's the best part about
That's the best part about the movie. When he just walks up.
Exactly.
Hi there.
So that reminded me of that. And just to see Thor, that's his element. And I don't know if you heard him laughing as he was just wrecking shop. Like, that's his element, man. It was, and the light.
And this Miller just flying straight through all those little hellhounds.
Oh, my God.
And then he just pulls it back, and it's like, oh, man. It kind of reminded me of, like, the beginning of the first movie when they were fighting
with the Frost Giants. I love that scene so much. Amazing. Well, Mjolnir. Let's talk about that too.
Yeah.
So,
okay, now I know we saw it in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
But when it happened, I was still like, it still hit me because like that's Thor right there.
That's me.
Now, question. I'll ask you.
Yeah. We think this is going to happen.
I really want Ultimate Mjolnir. When do you think that's going to happen?
Well, they showed pictures of it from the concept art, but I don't know because most of the concept art doesn't end up in things.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I would love to see it.
And you kind of have to, like, you can't see it. You can't have Thor it was cool in this movie where he's just lighting everybody up. Yeah. But that can't be all he does in Infinity War. He's got to have something, man.
Darth Sidious type.
Exactly. I mean, that's what they took. I mean, that's what they took from Unworthy Thor because he decided not to pick the hammer up in that story, and he had to use just his bare might and just everything about him. So I don't think. I mean, you're going up against Thanos. I mean, come on, you're gonna need another Mjolnir. You're gonna need something. I mean, the lightning's cool and all that. You're like ultimate god form. You're like you Super Saiyan version of like Thor. But no, you need Mjolnir.
Yeah, we don't even know what what this Thor's magic belt's gonna do. That Tony's made for him. I'm assuming it's gonna hone his power.
It's pronounced like McGillner or something like that.
Yeah, it's when I read up on it, it's supposed to hone his powers a little better. Like so, what he did in Ragnarok, it might be able to focus that a little better.
Yeah.
And then
it could be that. It could just be that at least for the first part. Maybe.
Yeah, I hope. God, we can't make this an Infinity War conversation. We'll be here all day.
Hey, Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, Thor.
Let's talk about Hulk.
Oh my
God. That fight scene. I know we saw like clips of it from the trailer, but dude, that fight scene, like I thought about it on the way home. There's a science to a fight scene. And it hit it so well. Like the big hits hit where they were supposed to. Like my favorite hit was when Hulk hit Thor into the wall, but then Thor responded and shut the whole audience, like just shut them all up and oh my God.
Jeff Goldblum's all like,
followed by probably my favorite joke in the whole movie, and that's the sun's getting real low.
That was hysterical.
That's the best. That's the absolute best.
So it's gonna be a little boy.
I thought he was going for it at first, but then he like shook it off.
Those are the best jokes. Is the ones where they called back to like, because it makes it feels like this is a real world, and they're almost like a family in the Avengers. Like when he's putting the hand on the scanner, and it's like, damn it, Stark. Point Break.
Yeah.
Like, it's all these callbacks.
Yes.
Or when Hulk grabbed his foot.
Good. Yes. That's how it feels. Loki was. That's how it feels.
That was awesome. Oh man.
Oh man, Loki was like, finally someone can relate to my agony, my humiliation.
The Hulk wasn't just good. Banner was good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, Mark Ruffalo could never go wrong.
God, he's so good. And this, as like the same way the Avengers did, this movie's like, I want a Hulk movie. I want a Hulk movie, please. But they did say, I know Kevin Feige said what they're going for because they can't do a Hulk movie unless they want to get Universal involved again. And at this point, they're like, we're good. Like Disney's got this. So they're going to have this kind of story arc starting in Thor Ragnarok, and then the next two Avengers movies. That'll be his like Hulk movie.
Hulk moments. Yeah.
And I'm down for that, because Hulk is a tough character to crack in a solo movie, because especially now with all these superheroes, it's like, okay, if there's something that the Hulk needs to take care of, how can he do it by himself? Like, why aren't the other Avengers showing up? And that's what's getting tough about solo movies in general in this universe now.
At this point, it's kind of hard to ignore, like, okay, if this big world event is happening, like in the Winter Soldier, like, that's a pretty big event. Where's Iron Man?
Exactly, yeah.
Think he
Where's all these people that are existing in the same universe? Where are they? Like,
exactly.
Are they just chilling on the beach or something?
Just like watching on their phone, like,
yeah.
That sucks.
They can handle it. They got this.
Oh yeah.
One thing a lot of people forget to talk about too is Doctor Strange's moment.
Oh,
I thought that was really well done.
Perfect. Oh my god.
Because it wasn't overdone. Like,
No.
they could have made it, like, forced cameo. It made sense. Loki shows up to Earth. After what happened with the Avengers, they got their senses on Loki. He even touches foot on Earth. Boom.
Doctor Strange got him in.
I've been falling for 30 minutes. And it did a really good job showing off Doctor Strange's strength, because...
And how much stronger he's gotten since the first movie.
And you did notice, he's got the eye.
Yes.
So he is now the Sorcerer Supreme. Like, he is...
And he got it under control too.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The way how he made the spell from Thor's hair in like 2 seconds. He's literally the master of the arts, man. Like, this guy... man, this guy... I think that cameo was amazing.
I can't wait to see him in more action, man.
I want to see a Doctor Strange too. I'm ready for that.
Oh, yeah.
They need to do that soon.
Speaking of the eye, Thor.
Oh yes! How can I forget about that?
Losing the eye.
Yeah.
He looks awesome.
I hope he doesn't get it back. I
don't want him to
I hope he doesn't get it back.
Odin
It's so
2.0.
Yes, it's so good and it's so perfect. And I'm wondering, because they have shown footage of Infinity War to some people. I stayed away. He stayed away.
I've stayed away too.
Yeah, I don't want. We don't want to see any of it until it's legit.
Official. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want my first view to be a cell phone camera. But people have seen Thor in there. No one has said, oh, he's only got one eye. So I'm wondering, does he A, get it back, or B,
Did he show that side of him?
they just
Maybe.
changed it for the footage they showed, which is possible. Marvel does that a lot. Because there was some stuff in this movie that they changed from the trailers, like when Thor does that uppercut.
Yeah.
He wasn't lighting up in the trailer, and oh my god.
Obviously added that in afterwards.
When he lit up.
Yeah, or the location when Hela grabbed the mirror. They were out in Norway. Which was... But that scene was cool too. God,
I preferred it better being out in open land of compared to seeing like you don't need to destroy buildings everywhere you go.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Isn't that
let them live, man. They just finished preparing themselves after
Man of
Ultron.
Steel,
like,
where
come
they
on
just
now. Right? Yeah. Just going through people's work and trying to
Oh, exactly. And
their waffles and Superman and Zod just flash through the window. Hey man, what's up? Speaking of hey man, Korg.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Dude.
New Doug.
Yes, another day, another Doug.
I will say, I was on point with him all the way up till maybe the end. I think that was probably the only joke that really didn't land for me in this movie, was when they were on the ship at the end. I wanted that scene to be a little more triumphant when Thor was on the throne. And, I wasn't like, I don't like this, but it was like, okay, that joke didn't hit me as well. But I loved all the stuff with Korg in the circular prison that they had.
That was funny. Yeah.
Did you guys know there was a Taika Waititi?
Who did
Korg?
I know he did the voice. I didn't know if he did like any like motion capture. I'm not sure about
I found that out after I watched the movie. I was like, hey, that was Taika Waititi that did that?
cool.
That's funny.
really cool.
Because like James Gunn, even like when he did Guardians of the Galaxy 2, he's the dancing baby Groot. Like he did like the motion capture for that, and that's awesome. And the Russo brothers are apparently Thanos. I'm kidding. It's like,
that would be funny.
Robert Downey Jr. Did you hear about this? He is Tony Stark.
oh my god!
I thought you were going to tell me something serious.
I was
waiting for it. I'm like, whoa, did I miss something?
Oh my gosh!
What did you think about Hela being the sister of Thor and Loki?
I mean, I'm okay with it. I mean, I guess I'm more comic book and Norse mythology kind
They
of
kind of
thing.
switched the lore up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to her being Loki's kid, but I was okay with it. I mean, I mean, the way they were able to make it work, especially with showing, because I know Odin was a savage. I mean, they kind of downplayed him for the MCU a lot, but even in Norse mythology, he was a savage. I mean, think of him like Zeus. You know what I'm saying? Those are not kind people. So I mean, he was a savage, so it was believable for him to have Hela like his executioner, as he puts it.
And I love how they delve into that. It was like,
and they explained it well with the paintings and everything.
like a little
that was cool.
hidden past almost.
Yeah.
Like kind of sweeping under the rug a little bit. I really like that. And
Does
like,
no one know about our history?
it makes me want an Asgard movie right now, like from like way back, kind of like how I want an Old Republic Star Wars movie. I want like old Asgard, Odin just conquering the universe and all the realms and just mowing through people. I want that Netflix series. There you go.
Netflix. Hey, that would be perfect.
You're welcome, Marvel.
Yes.
Just take it.
It writes itself.
It writes itself.
Yep.
I'm trying to think, what else can we spoil?
Man, there's a lot.
God, there's so much.
Carl Urban we haven't really talked about.
I mean, we could talk about Hulk trying to take on Surtur. That scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was funny. Dude, okay, that plot that was really well done. How they did that, like the Ragnarok was supposed to come true. That prophecy was supposed to happen.
Either way,
it was really cool how they did that. I mean,
Asgard is not a place; it's a people.
I liked it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Some people thought it was cringy.
Really? I mean, I didn't.
Some people thought, I mean, the internet. People will find anything to
I
make fun of
it.
it.
How it could be cliche, but I think with just the way they did it, like it worked. It worked really well.
I think it's the performances that made me buy it because with Idris Elba and Odin giving all the advice to Thor and why this needs to happen, it's like, okay, I buy it. If Idris Elba said that to me, I'd be okay with letting Asgard from the ground.
I mean, speaking of that, there's theories going around too. We can actually get in that's Infinity War talk. But I mean, do you think he has? Do you think he has a stone? Do you think he has like a soul stone?
It's been the big rumor. Because Black Panther, I'm like thinking, where could it be in Black Panther?
Yeah. It could be somewhere.
It could
Wakanda, be for sure.
It could maybe also be just in Infinity War, like that. The last stone is that may be the last one he's looking for, and that's because they said the plot of Infinity War is going to almost be like a heist film, him finding these stones, and that's cool. But if I had to put $100 on it right now, I'd probably say Heimdall has it because he can see
either in the sword or in him himself.
Well, because they didn't even talk about his eyes and the color of his eyes, so Heimdall might die. I'm just saying. Like,
he might. They talk about cash. I mean, I kind of wanted to see more Heimdall action, but I'm cool. I'm cool with what he got.
That too, yeah. But I think the character that he served in that movie, I thought it was cool, like trying to save the people of Asgard because he knew what was happening. You
see everything.
And
that's a cool ability to have.
God,
honestly, to be honest,
he's a superhero.
You can see everything. It's like I always thought it was cool that they can just be like, take us up now. Boom, 2 seconds, they're gone up. I'm like, wow,
that's a lot of pressure too. Like,
It's like imagine Heimdall just like every minute he's just like, no. That's just what's
They're not ready.
Like, which makes me think like if he's got the stone, he's probably gonna die early.
Same as Vision. It's like
Vision's dying.
Vision's a goner.
He's gone.
He's on borrowed time.
He's dead before he got to start and do his own thing.
In my opinion, if he doesn't die, I'm not going to be happy because if they find a way to keep him alive without the stone, I'm like, well, then he's not Vision anymore. Like
exactly.
This
knowing Marvel, they may find a way to do it. They honestly may find it because I mean. The stone gives him his power, and plus it's Disney too. And they're trying to they always keep their kids in mind too as well. And the kids are gonna be so sad, like, why did Vision die? Ah! Can you imagine like they're killing Iron Man and then the kids are like,
Oh, Iron Man's gone.
My sister would hate the movie because she hates when any character dies. It doesn't even matter if they're supporting character.
Iron Man's
She
gone.
would hate the character. She would hate the movie forever. What do you think about Loki? Do you think he took the Tesseract?
Oh yeah, for sure. He slipped that like this. He went,
Of course he did.
Look back at him like, just
Look back.
Well, we did read, even though we didn't watch the Infinity War footage, we read the synopsis, the breakdown of what people saw, and one of the things was just Loki offering up the cosmic cube. So it was like, well, he's got it. He took it.
Do you think he called the Black Order? Why you see that ship in the end credit scene? Do you think he's the one that contacted them?
A little double cross there.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's Loki. It's Loki.
It is Loki.
It's Loki. He's there for you, but then again, he's not there for you. He's like he's
Well,
hugging you,
maybe-
and he always has a knife behind your back. Like
That might be a decoy, because when they were I forget where they were.
Where Hela was saying it was fake. It was fake. This was fake. You talking about that scene? When they were in
It's when
Odin's chamber.
I think so. When Thor and Loki went right before they go through this door, it's like, let's do get help. I don't want to do get help.
I don't want to do.
Let's do get help. And then Loki tried to trick him again, and Thor put the thing on his back, and he's like, I know you're a trickster. So Thor is already one step ahead of him now.
Exactly, yeah.
So unless Loki really just,
and I like how they kind of made fun of all the other movies in a slight way too. Where he was like, in that specific scene when they were like, "Oh, I trusted you, betray me," blah blah, same thing over and over again. It's like that's what the last couple movies, including Thor was. That's kind of what it was.
It would make sense for Thor to fall for it again, because when Thor falls for it, it's when he starts to love his brother again.
Yeah.
And that's when his trust really falls. It's like it happened in the Dark World. Obviously, it happens in Avengers where they're up on the tower and they're talking to each other. And then, that's when it happens. Come home. That's when it happens. So at the end of the Ragnarok, they're on good terms, really.
Yeah.
And they're
at least what we think.
Loki redeemed himself, I guess. He kind of does it in every movie, but he redeemed himself. So I could see him double-crossing him and Thor just falling for it again, because that's kind of the
Which remind me of, when you said redeem, I kind of remember something. Scourge. People don't really talk about Scourge. What do you guys think about what they did with Scourge? That would probably be my only issue I had with the movie, is Scourge.
I thought he turned too quick on his own.
He was switching between sides the whole time.
Yeah, with the
He was searching for acceptance.
with the M16s though.
Yeah,
I thought that
awesome.
was pretty cool.
That was awesome.
It was funny,
but against eternal revived, those demon things that could block Asgardian bullets.
I don't know. Scourge.
I don't look into the science too much when I watch these movies.
If you look into it, it just makes it worse.
I mean, it's a guy with a hammer that can fly with it. I'm not really looking into it.
Don't think about it. It makes sense.
Exactly. But him flying with the hammer makes sense. I mean,
yeah, it's kind of like
he's
almost like he's throwing it, and he's kind of just hanging
on to it. Yeah,
that's what I've always thought it was.
Yeah. And he kind of explained it a little bit too in the movie. He's like, you spin it around and throw it up and pull me.
But as for Scourge as a character, I agree with you. I think he turned too quick. He was just a chameleon. Just. Oh yeah, that looks like the winning side. Okay, he was the bandwagon.
He was just trying to survive.
Yes.
What a snake.
Is that a dumb move though?
I honestly, to be honest with you, if I was in Scourge's position, I'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I just witnessed. Because you remember in that scene in the beginning, Hela just walked in, no questions asked, just killed half of Thor's best friends.
And
And Scourge is like,
crazy.
Whoa, okay, no, I don't know. I didn't come here for all of this. I just want to I want to be redeemed for something. I'm just the janitor. Blah 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 blah. And he's trying to survive, and I probably would do the same thing, to be honest.
Did Scourge do anything bad, though?
He didn't. He didn't do anything bad.
Exactly.
And he was even hesitant, like when she asked him to kill the woman. He was about to, but he hesitated.
Yeah.
He's not. He wasn't really a bad person in the movie. It's just that he was literally just trying to survive.
Trying to survive.
And when I saw him get back on the ship with the coat on, I started laughing. I was like, "That's me. I'm gone. Everybody's dead, and they're fighting. Let me go."
He's like Billy Zane from Titanic, when he slips in on the women and children only ship, and it's like, that's me.
Yeah.
But that scene you're talking about where he goes in there and he kills 2 of the Warriors 3.
Yeah.
That was like, okay.
I might as well be this. I'd rather as well work for this woman. I'm not gonna say anything to piss her off because I kind of want to live.
And that's where the stakes really started in this movie. It's like, oh well, anybody can die. Okay,
She just drops
those are main
characters.
Yeah, and then when she wrecks the army of Asgard, it's like, okay,
cool.
He just kind of sat back and
just throwing a whole bunch of swords out. It's completely cool, man.
And the last thing I'll say, because I haven't really touched on it, is just visually this is one of the best looking Marvel movies
definitely.
ever. It had that feel and color scheme kind of Guardians of the Galaxy, but it didn't lose the same tones we had from the previous Thor movies.
I think I know why they did it that way, because when they were on the planet where they found Hulk, that
Sakaar.
Sakaar.
Yeah.
That was the vibe, like the 80s rave.
It was
type.
very Guardians.
Yeah, it was a very
Galaxy.
Guardians type feel on that planet.
But it wasn't Overload. That's
Correct.
why- It wasn't
Yeah.
like Overload. It was like, oh, they're trying to be Guardians.
Yeah.
If they would have been playing like song after song, I would have been like, okay,
This is Guardians.
Yeah.
let's take a step back.
I do want to say, though, the reason why I didn't give it higher than a 9, and I waited till the end to say this.
Good. And on the bad note, right?
Well, something that I thought could have been better was the humor. Now, when I say this, it's not a bad thing the way they did it. I still love the humor. But I think the funniest part was when the dragon's head, like, that's when I laughed the most, when the dragon's head got severed by the Bifrost and sliding across the floor. I thought that was funny. And then, like, a few quips here and there, but I feel like all the humor was dialogue. Like, it required somebody to say something, and then the response was the quip.
Yeah. I mean,
You know?
I mean, for me, I can see a squirrel fall off something, and like I would laugh. Like I'm the kind of person like, not that I hate squirrels, but I'm just saying. Like, but it's like I laugh at anything, to be honest with you. So like for me, there's a lot of parts where people didn't laugh where there wasn't dialogue, and I was just cracking.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was funny. It was funny, like the first jokes that were said.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an audible laugh, but then about 3/4 of the way, I sat there and like that was funny, but okay, now we're getting like Thor just lost an eye. We're serious now. This is legit.
But the balance was good with that though.
I thought
It wasn't where it was too funny, and then 1 second later it's just like really dark, and it's like, whoa. What happened?
Yeah, I'm saying like if I had to nitpick, that would be my one nitpick.
I get what you're saying. Like, there were moments where I can see where it felt maybe you can like feel forced to laugh.
Yeah.
But for me, like I said, I just enjoyed the hell out of everything.
It was
so
awesome.
I just laughed anyway.
Yeah, and that, like I said earlier, the only moment I felt like they were trying to force me to laugh was that one scene with Korg on the one of the Grandmaster ships with all the Asgardians and Thor on the throne. And then I can't even remember what the joke was. That's why, if it was funny, I probably would remember.
When the thing was the animal thing he was holding that died.
Oh yeah, it's like,
oh,
this is Meek or whatever. And I was like, why is that important right now?
Yeah.
Thor's on the throne of Asgard for the first time ever. He's got one eye, and
this accepted his role as king.
I was like, yeah, that was my only one where I was like, I felt a little forced. But other than that, Marvel does such a good job, and I think they're probably the best at it, as having really heavy stuff and adding levity.
Yeah.
I think that's that's the perfect Marvel formula that they do so well. Heavy, then add just not too much humor, but
It's
enough
like
to make it not so like, oh wow, this is a sad movie. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Definitely.
Because Civil War kind of had the sad vibe to it. The movie was it was a very gray and kind of dull movie. And for some parts, because of course the airport scene is probably the only. Look, to be honest, Civil War. Black Panther and Spider-Man were like the only main reasons I really want to watch it. And I know you're a Cap fan, so I mean you like Cap. So, but then going from Civil War to something like Ragnarok, where it's just like all fun, the colors are popping, but then they have those serious moments too.
Yeah,
I thought they balanced it really well. The writers did a good job with that.
Yeah, and not to get completely off topic, but Civil War, I think that movie was an important step to show a serious tone movie, because like when we hit Infinity War, you better be ready for something going down.
Stuff's gonna hit the fan.
Oh, it's gonna be.
People are gonna die.
I hope they
Lots
have
of
to.
people. They have to kill. They have to be a lot of casualties, or else it won't be Thanos. Come on now. They have to do it.
I literally think that's the way the first movie's gonna end.
Yeah.
And then
just him snapping,
and then
that's it.
Part 2 is going to be the aftermath of that, because I don't think he's going to have all the stones when the Infinity War starts. I think a lot of it's going to be him getting those stones.
Because it is going to be mostly high stuff.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh man, I'm ready to see Josh Brolin. I'm ready. Yeah.
Any final
We're already
thoughts?
moved on to Infinity War. We're don't skip over Black Panther.
Yeah, we can't skip over Black Panther because that's my most anticipated for next year. So ready to go.
Any final thoughts on Thor Ragnarok?
Oh, I'm good. I'm spent.
Still 9.
Oh yeah, I'm still going for 9.
9.5 still?
Yep, 9.5 still. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that is the spoiler review for Thor Ragnarok. If you guys like what you saw, make sure you guys like,
Comment,
share,
and subscribe.
and make sure you subscribe to Matthewvhaynes, aka the Clockmaster. All right, man. It's been fun, man.
Man, it has been fun, yeah, man.
Keeping it rolling. So, guys, make sure you stay tuned
Stay iconic.
and cue music.
Holy Grail.